Baby Jones. How did the monkeys get started?
Well, much the same as any show or any theatrical show. They hold auditions, and then you read or you do a screen test if it's about television. In fact, these days, no matter who you are, if there's a movie or a television show, they put you in front of the camera and you do a screen test. Nothing's written in stone anymore. The business has changed so much that I know in television they get a script on Monday morning and they rehearse. You have to read through, and it's so expensive to make movies these days that they rehearse for a couple of months sometimes, before they even start shooting. So it was the natural sort of audition process. I'm sure that, when Regis was looking for a co-host, that they auditioned many different people for that particular part.
You didn't audition for Regis?
No, but I do have the tape of him on the Joy Bishop show, the last performance he had on it. He was in tears, yeah. But then we all cry a little bit. That's what acting and performing is all about, is taking you someplace that you wouldn't necessarily go publicly, I mean, I used to watch these guys sitting on my great-grandmother's knee when she picked me up at kindergarten. And I wouldn't say Karen looks good, I would say she looks pretty hot to me.
Davy and I had the pleasure of working together on Love American Style, if you remember that show. As a matter of fact, Davy, I brought you a little something.
Yeah.
It's a production shot when we were together in this show.
Thank you.
And on it, there are what they call marks, your foot marks. So you have to toe those marks so you are in the picture. The marks are in the clear, and my feet are not touching the marks. But if I were, I wouldn't be in the picture. So I don't quite figure out how that worked out. But Davy came over to the table, and what'd you say? Those legs?
I said last time I saw legs like that, they were hanging out the bottom of a nest.
I didn't like that. And I still love it.
No, mine are the same. It's like my father used to say I had muscles like knots on cotton. We had fun doing this show. We did 2 episodes actually together.
Yeah, we did.
And I think it's all about, I'm not quite sure how they worked it out these days, but I don't think I even had an agent. I think it was like, what was his name, Dick, the producer.
Dick,
Kramer?
No.
Doug Kramer.
Doug.
Doug Kramer.
Yeah, so, and also we were kind of, in those days, cutesy, what I mean?
Yeah.
So
And a little vignettes.
it was a good combination, After that, we became, sort of like a little bit of the, 16 Tiger Beat magazine. We were definitely dating, but I think, it's like we were dating on the side. It was kind of
tabloids today, though.
No, I think they're brutal today.
Yeah.
I don't like it, I mean, sort of like, where they capture people going in and out of the I was in the supermarket actually, and a couple of days ago actually in the mall, and this lady came up and she says, "Do you know who you are?" And then she proceeded to tell me that she used to keep my picture on her bedroom wall and kiss the television and things, which was really dangerous in those days because we had those electrified carpets. Kiss the TV. I know, because I got 3rd-degree burns from watching I Dream of Jeannie. That's a whole other story. I understand is Barbara Eden coming tomorrow? I'm not quite sure. Somebody said to mention the name, but you notice I don't know how it was on your show, because yours was, it's family, but at the same time, there's a couple of suggestive things from time to time. But, Barbara Eden, she couldn't show her belly button, you know what I mean? And I'm surprised they showed so much of your legs, It's like, my goodness gracious. But it was fun. It's always fun, to be, as an actor, to be working.
beats unemployment.
Yeah, yeah. The actors usually say, well, what are you doing now? I say, well, I'm resting. And you're unemployed. But I think we've all done pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay, well, thank you very much.
I see a hand. I see a hand. Yes, sir.
One question for Davy and one for Karen. Davy, I was wondering if you could talk about being the awful Dodger, and Karen, I wanted to talk about some of the directors that they had on 222, because you had people like Bill Bixby and Leo Penn, and you could talk about that too.
As far as the Artful Dodger in Oliver, I played the Artful Dodger in New York City as well in the West End of London. I was an apprentice jockey at the time, riding horses in England, and there was an agent. It's all about luck and being in the right place. So this agent owned horses, and my trainer told him that this kid had done this and that, and a few radio plays, television. So they took me to London. I auditioned for the part of the Artful Dodger. I got the part. And 6 months later, I was on Broadway doing the same show. So it all falls into place if you're lucky. But I think when I first joined Actors Equity, there was about 75,000 members or something. Now there's like millions. So, you know, and it's a whole different process, television these days. And we only had like 4 major channels in the 60s and 70s. There was a few more, but now, you know, I can't even work the VD, you know what I'm saying? And my kids used to say, Dad, it's the DVD. Whatever, I can't work it. You know, I can't work it, it's like impossible. You know, I just give up and say, forget it. I don't care if it's 7:30, I'm still going to bed. Yeah, theatre has always been a bit of my background. And I think what you guys did on that particular show, it's all a bit tongue-in-cheek and theatrical in a sense. I think everything goes back to those basic ideas of, you know, sort of like, because we did a little bit of it, and I'm not quite remembering if you guys did, where you actually talked to the camera and such, but there was always that third wall there, especially in theatre but now it's sort of everything goes. So you've got people on the stage on Broadway, you know, relating to the audience, you know, like we are. Hopefully.
So